Welcome back to Phasmophobia. Back to do the weekly. I did not prestige. I'm still busy with Junior Pac-Man, looking at some other sources to see if I can figure out how to make it more accurate to the arcade. I'll be working on that for a little while longer. In the meantime, I'm here to do the weekly again. I think this is going to be missed delivery. Indeed. We didn't receive our full equipment delivery this week, so you won't have everything you might need. Find the ghost in high school. I marked this one as not so much fun because you have limited tier 1 equipment only, and it's in the high school. But all doors do start closed, so you can at least look for an open door, I guess. And you can also use the thermometer to check for a cold hallway. There's the power. And I hate this flashlight. If I'm going to use the spirit box, I need to make sure that my audio is good. Microphone, testing. Okay, so I want the thermometer. I have a paramic, so that could be helpful too. So I'll just use all of this just to find the ghost, and then I'll come back out to get my equipment. The EMF might be useful if I hear something to figure out where the interaction was, but I think I'll go with the paramic first. So let's get the power on first. I will turn on the lobby light. I'll turn on the lobby light and is there a curse possession? Can't remember. Is it random? Or did we get anything at all? Oh, we do. Voodoo doll. So I guess that could be helpful to figure out where the ghost is if you're listening for interactions, but I don't know. It could be of limited utility in such a large place. So I specifically looked on the map of the truck to figure out what the power was. Let's get that on. And I'll take a loop. I'm not too enthused about hearing anything on paramic, but I'll try. I'm just going to do a pass, looking for an open door. If I get really unlucky, it'll be a gymnasium ghost. As I said, all doors are supposed to be closed. So we might have a gymnasium ghost. Then again, we might not. If it interacted with the door from a distance, we could be dealing with the twin situation. Huh. Well, that's weird. Okay, so it's 12 in this hallway. Whoops, wrong way. Where would this ghost have come from? It's got to be in the vicinity of the gym, unless the myth that ghosts don't always actually start in their ghost room and they'll walk to it could also be true, maybe. It's 15 degrees in here. The ghost is definitely not in here. But if that door was open, maybe all doors don't start closed. Couldn't have interacted from upstairs, could it? Okay, I'm confused. Why would it have interacted with that ghost, with the gymnasium door? It's warm in this hallway. So, maybe we're dealing with a stalker. Okay, no real clues yet. It could be an upstairs ghost. It could be a phantom that stalked downstairs. Sanity's at 82 and I only have one sanity pill. That's great. So I could be wrong about every door starting closed. Maybe just a few doors are open. I will at least turn this light on. I do believe we found it. Huh. Well, if it was in here, it's not anymore. Would it be in here instead? Yeah, it's in here. Okay, well. Found the ghost room. So we'll find out if it's a stalker ghost. Because I thought all doors were supposed to start closed. Let's turn on this light too. Just so I'm not walking entirely in the dark. I think that ghost ball, yeah, ghost ball took me down to 70, so let's take our sanity. Let's take in the other equipment. I don't know if I'm going to bother with the EMF. UV, salt. At least the sanity gives you 30%. I hope you're still in here. We have a freezing ghost. How old are you?
Between a young
Okay, we got freezing and spirit box. Wait, freezing and spirit box? Ah! Well, it's not a wraith. I'm suspecting it's not a UV ghost. Oop. I heard it very quietly hit a door. Okay, it's not a UV ghost. So it's not a mimic. Jeez, I can't see a thing with this. This flashlight is awful. Okay, so I did get walked into by a ghost event, but suspiciously my sanity does seem a little bit lower than I would have expected it to. So maybe I'm dealing with a Morai? Ghost writing? So I'm not going to get dots, but I can check for ghost writing and a ghost orb. Let's take this in. So maybe I'm wrong about all of the doors being closed, which is unfortunate. It's not a mare. It's not an Onryo. not a ghost orb. It's between Moroi and the twins. Twins would be EMF 5. I don't have an EMF reader with me. I'm going to give it 20 more seconds to write in the book. You know, this is not safe at all for a school. There's no railing here. Readjust my headset. Keep slipping down onto my nose. I'm guessing my sanity will only be around 67 or 68. $56. I don't know. This is a hard one. It's probably a Moroi. Turn down the light again. My instinct is telling me it's the twins. I'll hide in the downstairs bathroom. Now the trick is, if a Moroi hunts at 50%, it's going to walk a little bit slow, which could make it sound like the slow twin. And if it takes a while to hunt, my sanity will be a bit lower, which will also make the Moroi speed up. So it could sound like the fast twin. But now I'm right below it. So if it hunts, I should be able to hear its footsteps. My hand, what is going on? My hands are screwing up. Okay, stand by. Yeah, see, it sounds a little slower, but I don't know if it's a twin or a twin or the Moroi. So I'm just going to stay here and let my sanity drain. If I'm not mistaken, it sounded like it was speeding up just a little bit. So let's just let it hunt again. The voodoo doll. I can use the voodoo doll to lower my sanity. come on. Please, developers, change the grab priority to the object that's not on my belt. It's distinctly faster. Hear how fast it is? That's a Moroi. Definitely a Moroi. Okay, let's get out of here. I dropped my sanity all the way to 0, which sped up the Moroi to max speed. Good enough for me. The other option would have been to go back up and check for ghost writing.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Very good. Use everything at your disposal.
We've arrived. Check the equipment.
Oh, come on, no.
Investigating.
Alright.
Here seems to be linked to a cursed object.
VR dropped me into the floor again, in the truck.
Welcome back. Like prepared.
Okay, so move around with the controllers before I load in. There we go.
Right. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. There's been no reports of violence or sightings, but please remain careful.
I think I'll take the EMF instead of the paramic. I do have a motion sensor, so I can use that to confirm where the ghost is if I have any doubts. Where's the power? I need to know. Power is upstairs in the storage. Turn that on. Do we always have the voodoo doll, or is it random? Nope, it's random. You know, I would ask where the ghost is, but I don't have the classroom numbers memorized. At least it's a decently bright hallway. So it might be a while before we get a door opening, but I'll just keep my eyes open. I don't know why those other two doors were open. unless it's not really an all doors closed challenge. Like this one. So it's clearly warm in here, and it's not showing any sign of going down. So maybe it's a most doors closed challenge. It's checking to see if it is in an adjacent room. It's not looking like it. But I think the activity for the ghost in this challenge is at least average or higher. Here's another potential one. No sign of going down. So, let's try the first floor. Aha. Here's our candidate. Yep. Okay, I'll leave you there. How old are you? Goodbye. The one thing that a Ouija board can help you do to identify the ghost is a Thay's age increasing. So I wanted to get a quick sample of the ghost's age. And now I'll take in my stuff. Hardest part of this challenge is finding the ghost room. And with the tier 1 equipment, generally getting evidence can take a little while. Hey, why are all of these closed? Are we dealing with a Ure? What in the world? What's going on here? Oh, it was here. I completely missed it. Went right past it. Oh, come on. Okay, it's not a mare. How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? Are you not in here anymore? How old are you? Where are you? Oh. Well, okay then. We have spirit box. Okay, it walked and it knocked down a window. You gonna let me through? What, I can't get through? Stupid. So it walked in my salt, didn't leave any UV. Knocked on a window, didn't leave any UV. I would say this is not a UV ghost. How about whether or not it's freezing? Looks like we have freezing. Yep. Well, we're back to where we were again. Twins on Rio or Moroi. So I'll go out to the truck and watch the camera for a little while. I can use the Ouija board to use up the rest of my sanity. If I want to test again for a Moroi. I don't know if it's pronounced Moroi or Moroi. I tend to do that interchangeably, I think. Well, I don't see an orb. And that means it can't be a mimic. So we're back down to EMF 5 and ghostwriting again. I could make this really easy on myself. I can fast track to figure out if it's the twins. I'm going to ask it 5 age questions, and then I'm going to prepare this as a hiding spot, because I'm going to need that if it hunts when I come back in. Because if I don't get a good EMF indicator, I can at least use up the rest of my sanity and see if I can hear its footsteps. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Goodbye. What the hell? I just heard the light switch right next to me. Why? No EMF 5. Did it blow the fuse? Just started hunting. Where are you? Goodbye. Now I can't hear his footsteps. It's another Moray. I want to know why it hit that light switch right next to me here in the lobby. I'm suspecting that it opened up too many, or it turned on too many lights and blew the fuse, but I don't know. But that was a pretty fast ghost after I lowered my sanity.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
By the way, when I asked where are you, my sanity was at 36%. Why did it allow the question without burning up the Ouija board? Asking where you are is supposed to consume 50, and if you don't have the sanity to pay for it, it should burn up the board. Don't know what's going on with that.
Alright, we're here.
Oh no.
Equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. We've had no reports of violence, but keep an eye out.
Okay, fine. Oh crap. I can't even... Now I can't even see my book? I'm stuck? There we go. Oh, I see what's going on. My head is intersecting with the floor, so it doesn't want to let me see anything.
Welcome back.
No. High school. Move around in VR before I load. There we go.
We're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. Because here is linked to a cursed object.
Power's under the left staircase. We'll start there. I'll see what cursed item I'm dealing with. The mirror isn't even of much use because all it does is look around the room and you can see what color the ghost room is, but there's only 3 color rooms available. Tarot cards, not the best of choices. Tarot cards really don't give you much control over anything. Okay, so I doubt on a first pass I'm going to get an open door, but we can always try. I'm not going to bother to take any temperatures yet. Yeah, here's already an open door. I'll just close this and come back. It does take a while for the ghost room to get cold. Although, ideally, that really doesn't make any sense because the ghost room should already be cold because the ghost has been in here before you even open the front door. No, I doubt this is the ghost room. Close that door. I don't think so. I don't really want a gymnasium ghost. With only tier 1 equipment, that stinks. Here's another candidate. Did it turn off the power on me? No, it didn't. Good. Nope, not showing any signs of going down. So yeah, it's a most doors closed challenge, not an all doors closed. Still, having only a few very rare doors open is nice. Yeah, no. Another candidate. A lot of extra doors open. Nope. I just heard that. Oh my god, it's in here. It's almost as bad. And why wasn't this going down while it was on my belt? Why do I have to hold it on my hand? That also makes no sense. So leave that there, and I'll come back. I'm lucky I heard that go off, otherwise... I don't know how well I would have found that ghost room. I remember before I was listening for sounds to try to find the ghost once, and the objects in the cafeteria are mostly so very quiet. You're lucky to hear them or pick them up at all. Sanity's at 84. I'm not even sure how well the Tier 1 camera can see through the whole room, but I'll try. Certainly not seeing any ghost orb, so for the time being I will assume that there is not one. There we go. Give it a few seconds to give me dots. And then I'll go back in with the spirit box and the UV. I think I'll position the dots a little bit better too. But as it stands, nothing yet. Sanity's at 85. Who wants to bet I'm going to end up with freezing and spirit box again? Try to put the salt in the common area. It's another freezing ghost. And no UV. How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? I'm going to put this here. How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? How old are you? Never noticed this. Where are you? What do you want? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? Hello? Oh my god. How old are you? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? How old are you? Where are you? What do you want? How old? I'm going to guess it's not, in fact, a spirit box. Let's put that there just like that. Cool. Now, probably massively spiked on the EMF because of that ghost event. It's freezing. It's not a shade, that's for sure. It's throwing too much. It's throwing stuff while I'm in the room. So let's mark off shade. Yeah. All of this was from the doors closing and everything else from that ghost event. And I'm down to 60%. Do I want to let it hunt? If I let it hunt and let my sanity drop, I think that'll gimp me on my ability to continuing to investigate. Not UV. So we're down to Oni, Twins, and Moroi again. But it didn't answer me. If it does not answer me to Spirit Box, then it can't be a Moroi, and that just leaves Oni. Wait a minute, my sanity is lower than usual. It intersected me with a ghost event. Maybe we are dealing with an Oni. So that would mean that our available evidence would be dots in EMF 5. And that looks like EMF 5. All we need now is dots. Is ghostwriting a thing? Well, I mean, based on my eliminations, Oni is the only possibility. And there's dots. Okay, we got it. Alright, we're done.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
There we go. So again, the hardest part of this challenge is just finding the ghost room. I like to look for open doors, but sometimes you get lucky and you hear something. The paramic might be helpful, but it can't hear through floors. So you can only listen on the given floor that you're on. That's all really I have to say. Multiplayer, there's going to be problems because there isn't enough equipment to give to anybody. So that makes it an extra challenge. But good luck with that. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.